In this video, I'm going to share with you how to book more discovery calls. And this is specifically for speakers, authors, consultants, coaches that want to book a bonanza of calls. Let's go. Booking more discovery calls means more sales. That's why it's such a powerful thing to focus on in your coaching, consulting, speaking, whatever kind of expert business you've got. And so I know about this topic because over the 14 years that I've had my own business, and even before that, when I was doing other types of sales, I've held hundreds, if not thousands of sales calls, and I've trained and taught thousands of people how to do sales more effectively. So I have a lot of experience with this, and I'll share with you that for the first 7 years of my business, I did it a completely different way. And what I've discovered over these last 7.5 years is that if you run discovery calls right, and I'll share with you a trick and a tool for how to do that, and you know how to get discovery calls on your calendar, you are golden and your business will grow. So before you go to town booking dozens of discovery calls, you might want to take a moment and understand how to lead a discovery call effectively. You don't want to put a bunch of discovery calls on your calendar and then not be able to convert them effectively. So I would highly recommend, after watching this video and taking your notes on all the ways you're going to drive discovery calls, I highly recommend checking out my video, how to do a discovery call, so that you take full advantage of these opportunities that you're creating. Okay, let's go. Let's dive into how to get more discovery calls. I've got 9, maybe 10, we'll see, different ways to do that. I want to first make the distinction between short-term and long-term. So this is a mix of both types of strategies. Some of them are going to work right away, especially depending on where you stand, if you already have sort of a foundation with that strategy, and some might take a little bit longer to cultivate. Now, which brings me to my very first strategy, which is the shortest term. It's the one that you can literally turn around and do tomorrow, and that is outreach. And specifically, the kind of outreach, there's a specific name for it that is coined by one of my mentors, Mark LeBlanc. It's called storm starter calls. Storm starter calls in his world are about picking up the phone, texting, or maybe email, but not ideally, your people that you already know, past clients especially, people who already like and trust you and are already going to be open to having a conversation, and reaching out to them and saying something along the lines of, hey, are you open to touching base? I've got something new that I want to share with you. I'm up to something and I want to connect with you about it. Or are you open to talking about your business again like we did last year? Are you still working on this problem in your business? Because I might have a new solution for you. Are you open to connecting? Something kind of casual, something kind of easy, but you do it in a format, either call or text, that people are very likely to respond to. Most people are not going to ignore a text. Most people are not going to ignore a phone call. So that's number one, is outreach. And I endeavor to have between 2 and 5 storm starters a day. So I highly recommend this strategy, and there's a lot to keep track of. So I recommend getting a spreadsheet and typing down everybody that you reach out to so that you can start to keep track of who you're connecting with. The second strategy for booking more discovery calls is to make the discovery call itself a juicy outcome. Give it a value proposition that helps people, and that's clear that it helps people before they ever even jump on the call. Meaning, you could have a discovery call that's all about selling something, but that's not very exciting. Or you can have a discovery call that's all about, let's solve one problem in your business, or let's solve one thing in your relationship, or let's address one challenge that you have. So you might create your discovery call to actually have a value proposition. I have a client, for example, her name's Rochelle Seltzer, and she wrote a book called Live Big, a manifesto for a created life. And so she offers a Live Big breakthrough call. That's her discovery call. And basically, she promises that people will have some sort of breakthrough, some sort of new awareness, some sort of new insight just from the discovery call. A third strategy is to give something away for free with the discovery call. I have another client, her name is Debbie Peterson, and what she does is that she has a discovery call and she gifts with it a predictive index assessment. So if you set up a discovery call with her and you meet certain rules or parameters, then she'll gift you this assessment, which she'll go over with you on the discovery call. Another strategy, and this is more of a long-term one, especially if you don't have one already, is to create a strategy session funnel. Now, if you want to check out a strategy session funnel, you can check out mine. You can go to superstaractivator.com/go and see how we've structured ours. Basically, it has a landing page that captures email, then it shows you a video, gives you the opportunity to book a call, and then ultimately connects directly to my calendar so you can book it right there and then. Number 5, one solution that I've found that's really effective, especially since we're generating a lot of leads here through Facebook, is to offer an option A and an option B. Option A is the quickie 15-minute freebie where we're gonna go quick and deep. We're gonna maybe solve a problem, gain some sort of insight, gain some perspective, answer a question, and then see if we wanna go on, move forward. And then option B is a deeper, bigger option, a 1-hour option that's paid. And whatever they paid for this 1-hour option, they can apply it towards a future program. The benefit of having this A-B split option is that it reduces the time I spend with people who aren't all that serious, but I still get to serve and support people. They still get value from that call. And it helps me go deeper with the ones who are willing to invest. And those people are very likely to actually buy into the next step. My 6th strategy is, you're looking at it, YouTube. Now this is more of a long-term strategy. We create SEO optimized videos that answer very specific questions that we know people are asking. I answer those questions in long format, information-packed videos, and then we lead people from these videos, for the certain videos that are more aligned, into my strategy session funnel. Now, if you want to learn more about doing this strategy, then I highly recommend you check out my video that I created precisely about it. The video is called How to Use YouTube for Marketing Your Business. Check it out. You can link to it below. Watch it when you're done with this video. My absolute favorite strategy, the one that I love the most and that feels the most energy rich and aligned for me, is speaking. Now, if you already have a speaking business, then it's very easy to tack on a call to action. Hey, if you're interested in going deeper, let's connect, let's hop on a call. But if you don't already have a speaking business, now that might be a much more involved process. I'm not gonna dive deeper into it here, but I actually have a whole lot of videos about how to break into the speaking industry. So you can check out that playlist. I've linked to it below. And if you do wanna do speaking and you feel good about it and you don't have a lot of speaking opportunities just yet, just think that you can create your own. That's also one of my favorite strategies, which leads me to number 8. Webinars. You can create your own online speaking engagements. And in fact, number 9 is you can create your own in-person speaking engagements. So webinars and seminars are a great way to get in front of people, to be positioned as a thought leader, as an expert that people want to know and learn from, and also to invite people to a strategy session. And if you have the choice, what I've found is that live in-person events generate more and better strategy sessions than webinars and online events, because people are kind of used to them, over them, and inundated by webinars these days, but they still can work. And finally, one of my absolute favorite strategies that Mark LeBlanc loves too is referrals. That means asking your existing clients, your network, your friends, your colleagues, anybody that you know that's in your network, asking for referrals, asking for people they know. Now, I also have an entire video on how to generate referrals and use referrals as a marketing strategy, so you can check that out below too. Now, that's not all of the strategies. That's not even scratching the surface, but those are the ones that I use the most and that I like the most. If you want to explore other strategies to drive discovery calls and leads for your coaching or consulting business, and you think maybe I can help, let's connect. You can set up a discovery call with me by visiting superstaractivator.com/go, or just click on the link below in the YouTube notes.